The flag of the United States of America. Something that for me that makes me remember and think about the liberties that I have in this country. Something else I would tell you that also makes me think about and remember those who have gone forth and fought so I could have the liberties that I have in this country. This video wouldn't be possible without you guys. So please allow me just to take a moment and say thank you and a happy Veterans Day to all of our folks who are currently serving, who have served, who are planning to go into our services. No matter whether that be Army, Marines, Air Force, we appreciate you guys, and it is a privilege to be able to live in this country and to be a citizen here. So thank you. Much appreciated. This video wouldn't be possible without you guys. Now let me ask you guys a question. What do you do when it's over though? You have some people that serve 5 years, some people that serve 10, 20, 25. You got some people that go in as early as 18 and are able to come out and retire at around 38, 39 years old. But now what? What do you do with your life? You're not old. You still got to do something, right? But what kind of opportunities are available? What kind of jobs do you look into? How do we make that transition of coming out and reinventing ourselves to be able to fit into a new life, to fit into a new world? Well, guess what? Today, I'm going to have a conversation with a good friend of mine who's going to talk to us all about his experiences, things that he's learned along the way, and also looking to try to see if we can provide some recommendations to you guys. So stay tuned. Here we go. What's going on, guys? Thank you again for your time. Listen, for my subscribers that are new, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. Today, I'm accompanied by a good friend of mine by the name of Mr. Charles Quiddy. What's up, bro? How you doing?
What's going on, man? How you doing?
All right?
I'm all right.
Good to
Always
see you,
all right.
Likewise, and that's what I like to hear. Guys, the topic of today's conversation is going to be based on adaptation. Charles is a person who spent some time serving in the Marines, so we're going to talk a little bit about his experience in terms of what his time was like when he was there, some of the things that he learned, get some advice for him for people that are looking maybe to get in. We'll talk about re-enlistment. And then the main thing, the reason why I say adaptation is because I look at folks who come out of the military, who come out of the Army, who come out of the Navy, in the same group as people who play sports professionally. These things have a time limit on them, right? You go in, you do your 10 years, 15 years, some people it's 20, depending on your story. Some people it's just 5. And then you come out and it's like, now what? You've given your life to this one career for so long, and now you're in this position of trying to reinvent yourself and be something that you haven't been before. So that's what I have Charles here today to talk to us a little bit about his experience, and then also to try to figure out again, where do we go with life? What are some things we can do, to make things lucrative on the back end as well, to make things a productive and smooth transition on your way out. So we got a couple of different questions we're going to be diving through. So hope you guys learned something. Again, hit that subscribe button if you are new. So Charles, before I even get into any of the questions, take your time just to share with the listeners, the subscribers today, the branch you served in, the length of time you were there, your specialty, your ranking. I mean, you know some of these terms probably better than I do. I'm learning as I'm trying to put all this stuff together. But yeah, just tell us a little bit about yourself. Like I said, what you did.
So I was in the Marine Corps for 4 years.
Okay.
I got out as a corporal, recommended sergeant.
Okay.
And I was a motor team mechanic. So I fixed like Humvees, what you normally see, the bigger 7 tons, like the kind of like semis of like
semi trucks.
Yeah, semi trucks of what we're using to like pull things back, like generators and all that stuff around.
Humvees, describe that. What's Humvees?
Humvees are like, the Hummer you see on the street.
Okay, that's what I thought. I just want to make sure for people who may not know.
Things like that, like some of the other like specialty vehicles I worked on. And then my second half, I rebuilt engines.
Okay.
So every day an engine would come in, I would just rebuild that over however many weeks and send it back out.
Okay. Gotcha. Now you said you were a corporal. Explain maybe just the different levels of ranking, like what's considered to be the base, what's considered to be the highest.
So usually, when you get out of boot camp, you're either a private, with the baseline, you got no rank on your shoulders, you're fresh out.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
You're the rook on the team.
Yeah, everybody tells you what to do.
Gotcha.
If maybe if you went to college or something like that for a little bit, or you have some you can get extra points or whatever towards your promotions. You can come out as the next rank up. You know what I mean? A PFC, and then you go Lance Corporal, where you get like a little more responsibility.
Okay.
And then next E4, where I was at, is a non-commissioned officer. So you're kind of more in charge of people.
Okay.
And you have more roles, and there's more expected of you. You're more of a leadership role.
Okay. So you said that final one was?
I was an E4 corporal.
Okay.
So, and then I was a recommended sergeant, where they do like a board and they're like, hey, we think you'd be a good sergeant.
Okay.
Before I got out.
Oh, got you. So when you talk about people becoming a sergeant, it's not even so much like whoever's next in line gets it. You kind of have to be voted in, for lack of a better term.
You have to. There's a score and all that stuff, and how proficient you are, and then you could have the score, and somebody could tell you like you're not ready, and they can just like call it non-rec or non-recommended, where they can just like cut you down and be like, no, not yet.
Okay, gotcha. That's what you're saying. So you got to be recommended in. Guys, if you hear the dog barking, I am in Charles's house. They just got a puppy, so don't worry. Everything's all good. We just continue to do what we're going to do here. Cool, man. Very nice. What would you say was the hardest thing? So how many years did you spend in there?
4 years.
4 years. What would you say is the hardest thing about the decision you made to leave? What was the hardest thing, and then what was the easiest thing?
The hardest part was the uncertainty,
okay,
really, of getting out, not really knowing what the next move really was. And I guess just like I spent like my early adulthood doing that, being like very regimented and doing the Marine Corps. And
how old were you when you went in?
Oh, I was 19.
Okay.
I tried to do college. You and I both know I wasn't good at college. So I was like, you know what?
Different strokes to different folks.
Yeah, I was like, that school wasn't for me. I struggled. I didn't want to go to class. And I figured I needed something different. And that regiment, like I wake up at, say, 5. We go run, do our PT, come back, shower, change, eat, go to work every day. And you have the weekends to yourself. You know what I mean? And that was like, that was it. And that was like very hard to get out of. And then, but I also like the fact that when I got out, for your second half of the question, I got out and let me kind of like experience more things, like kind of branch out and find new opportunities and really grow myself as an individual.
Okay. So that was that considered to be the easiest thing?
Yeah, the easiest part was like, well, the easiest part was like knowing that I was going to be able to get out and like kind of find myself. And I was like, this is it. Okay. Yeah. And once I made that decision, it was like, okay, go for it.
Got you. Now I'm thinking about our friend Kyle. Kyle's another friend of my guys who served in the Army. And I know he's talked about that, when people are reaching their, so is it like a contract that you sign for a certain amount of time?
Yes.
When you first come in? Right.
You signed up. So we signed up, for at least for me, it was like an 8-year contract. Some people have a little different depending on their school.
Gotcha.
But mine was technically an 8-year contract. It was 4 years active, 4 years inactive. So that's like if you wanted to come back in, or if World War III happened and they need to call people back. Okay. They use that extra 4 years as your comeback thing.
Got you. The reason why I ask is because I know some people, I've heard people talk about like, so the idea like of reenlistment, I don't know if the Marines is like this. I don't know if it's different per branch, but it's not that they want to force you to stay in, but they'll really make you kind of go through this thought process of why you want to leave. And, is it really worth it? What do you think you're going to do? Or, would you want to consider this? Like, it's almost like they kind of want people to stay in. I mean, you correct me if I'm wrong from your own personal experience.
They do want you to stay in.
Okay.
It's called retention.
Okay.
And they want you to stay.
Okay.
So in some cases, if numbers are low and whatever job field you're in, you might get money. They might give you like a signing bonus or something like that. And it's kind of, it's not like, they'll tell you like 12,000, but it's like 12,000 over 4 years. So they'll just add a little to your check here and there.
Gotcha.
Or not. But no, they want you to stay in.
What recommendations do you have for people, who may be considering reenlistment? What are some things that they should consider or keep in mind?
Look at your situation. If you don't really have a plan, and you should probably, like, if you're not in a bad spot or a bad unit, stay in. What hurt? It doesn't hurt.
Sure. No, that makes sense.
You're making good money. You're making decent money. Your housing's paid for. You know what I mean? Wherever you're at, if you have a good record, then why not stay in?
Okay. Gotcha. Now, going back to my opening, what I shared with the viewers here at the beginning of the video is, again, getting into the Army, getting into the Navy, the Marines, you know what it is that you're signing up for. But now let's deal with the question of like, when you come out, it's like, now what? you're trying to figure out what am I going to do with my life? How am I going to reinvent myself? Am I going to school? Am I going to go get into this job occupation? What are some things, and when people are transitioning out of the Army, transitioning out of the Navy, what are some things that they need to, that you recommend they do to kind of make that a smooth transition process? Just from your own experience, or just from, as my mom always tells me, hindsight is 2020. So once you've kind of gone through something, you look back, you think about, man, had I done this probably would have changed that process for me. So yeah, some recommendations you have for people when coming out of the services. What are some things that they should do?
Have a plan. It's very different when you get out.
Okay.
Especially if you get in like younger and you don't really have a lot of life experience outside the military, or like, you were living. Some people get in, they were living with their parents,
Okay.
and then they join the military.
Gotcha.
And they're away from their parents, where everything is still taken care of. Somebody's telling you where to be, when to be there.
Right.
But you get out, and either some people go back to their parents' house, some people stay wherever they're stationed at.
Gotcha. Okay.
So I would just say, have a plan. Your last couple months, start like really, probably last year, really think about like, am I getting out? Okay. What am I going to do when I get out? Where am I going to live? All that good stuff.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So just having a plan, thinking ahead of time.
Thinking ahead of time.
Don't
try to wing it.
Got you. Would you say that there are certain job fields that you recommend for people transitioning out of the services, or certain jobs that may be easier to get into when coming out?
There's many job fields that like they'll give you like a little head start.
Okay.
With your military service, depending on where you're at. Some are weird. People become cops.
Okay.
So people use whatever they were doing in the military, like I did initially, and I was a mechanic.
Right. So when you first came out.
Yeah.
Right.
So I just kept being a mechanic, which is, you can make a lot of money. I know I have buddies who are admin, and they make good money.
Okay.
Being admin for big companies. So you already have the knowledge. You can just use that and go with that and just build and get your more certifications and just keep going.
And I know, and just kind of help you to crystallize this a little bit. I know, and I imagine it's all the different branches that they come, like when somebody transitions out, you have that ability where you could go to school for free.
Yes.
What is that? Is that like just like a giant check they give you, or like what do you guys call it?
So you have the GI Bill.
Okay.
And I think it's like the Montgomery, something like that. And they just pay out differently, but basically they pay, depending on where you're at, they pay for you to go to school. Okay. So it has a certain amount of time, and you apply for, or you already have it when you go into boot camp, and you basically just like tell them like, hey, I'm a full-time student, or the school will take care of it, and they will send you a check. So that you could pay for school. Okay.
Got you. And then everybody gets that?
Yes.
Okay.
I think in boot camp, at least for me, it was like you have to choose between Montgomery and GI Bill. One covers different stuff. I don't really remember.
Okay. Is there like an option where somebody could take that money and just say, hey, can I just get the check, and they could go use that for whatever they choose? Like, put like a down payment on a home or something?
I guess you could, but it's meant for a certain purpose.
School.
Yeah. Usually if you're a school, if you're a full-time student, you probably need that money to pay for your semesters and because they give you, like, depending on what state you live in, they give you money for like housing.
Gotcha.
And all that stuff. So they're paying for you to be a full-time student, not thinking about anything else. So they give you that money and you can be like, cool, rent's paid, my books, and the semester.
Gotcha. Okay. Gotcha. Now let's talk a little bit about like the mental aspect of it. So I would probably say, at least for myself, I feel like, man, since 2019, 2020, probably like right around COVID started, like you've seen, at least for me, I feel like I've seen such a huge focus on like the whole mental health aspect. Like my mind, being a person who's been in the sports, my mind thinks back to Naomi Osaka, the tennis player, who I think right around that time she was in the, what's the one they do up here in Flushing, New York?
The
US Open. Yeah. And I remember like she got interviewed and she talked about, just some of the challenges that she had gone through with just mental health and just trying to, be positive and, just dealing with different emotions like depression and anxiety. So, I think I bring that up to say, I think we have a little bit of that in every sphere, every area, every type of job market, if you want to say. Like I have it in my own job. My job is a level of stress and what it is that I do on a regular basis. So life as a Marine is not life as a regular civilian like myself. So how do you mentally wrap your head around the process of transitioning out of the services and learning to be a regular civilian? Let's start with that question. I actually just got another one, but let's start with that one first.
Transitioning out,
the mental aspect,
the mental aspect of it, is it's a very different space.
Okay.
Because life in the Marines and with your boys,
gotcha,
is like you could talk to them. Like these people are from all over the country, all over the world.
Right.
One of my buddies he got his citizenship in boot camp. I think he's from Nigeria.
Okay.
I think. Went to boot camp with him, saw him in school, and he got his citizenship. He was breaking out crying and everything. But like, it's just very different. Like those people, some jokes that you say in the military, if you say that now, you're going to HR immediately.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like it's just a completely different space and type of humor and like
people a little more open, things a little more lenient.
Things are lenient and like a little more like they say like embrace the suck. We all kind of like went through the same thing.
Got you.
And so you're kind of like bonded that way compared to like out here. Like in the civilian world, it's like that dude got a family at home. Like I can't say the same stuff I'll just say to my other buddies.
Gotcha. Yeah. We're gonna keep it PG for today.
Yeah, I won't say nothing. I won't say nothing.
I get where you're going. Yeah. I get where you're going.
They know where I'm going.
Right. So no, that's a good point. The other question I was kind of thinking of as I asked you that, so I said the mental aspect of transitioning out of the services, learning to be a regular civilian. Let's talk about the mental aspect while you're in there. So like getting up every day, being a Marine, how do you keep yourself positive? How do you keep yourself, I guess, mentally stable, mentally healthy? Because I heard stories that it's not always the most easiest. When you have different direction that's coming down from maybe your sergeant or, your superior who's above you. It's not like people are coming and bringing you coffees and donuts and hugs every morning and being cuddly and nice. So, I mean, how do you keep yourself mentally healthy while in there?
Your boys, your friends.
The people you connect with.
I felt that most when I was in Japan.
Okay.
Because we don't got nowhere to go.
Okay.
Our families aren't there. So we were working 12 on, 12 off.
Okay.
Me and my roommate were on opposite schedules.
We would 12 on, 12 off, meaning 12 hours on, 12 hours off.
So
just want to make sure. Yeah.
So he was coming in the daytime, and then I was going in at night. We just tell each other what we were working on, and then switch. Pretty much. And we were just on the weekends. Me and him would just hang out. I still go see him all the time. That's my boy in Iowa.
Okay.
I go hunting with him.
Oh yeah. That's right.
So I mean, and a lot of my other buddies just constant jokes that I talk to all the time. That's really what really holds you down. Like,
is the connection
that you have with your friends, and they become family essentially. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
So they are family.
Nice. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah. No, that makes sense. I mean, definitely people connection. You can't go wrong with that. Just having the right kinds of people in your circle, is going to definitely make all the difference in the world. What would you say you miss the most about being in the Marines? Like anything specific really jump out to you? Anything that stands out to you the most that you miss the most about being there?
My friends.
Okay.
100% my friends. I miss seeing them every day. You wake up in the morning. One of my good friends was my roommate. So we'd wake each other up for PT.
Gotcha.
My other buddy, we see him down there just to talk about, man, why are we up at 5 o'clock in the morning? Why are we running right now?
Right.
Like it's
like, do I really want to do this for the rest of my life?
I don't want to run. It's December, bro. Right. I don't want to do that. But at the same time, like that's like that camaraderie. It's hard to find in your everyday life. You don't.
Gotcha.
All my friends, everybody's busy.
Right.
You know what I mean? You don't see them every day.
Yeah, true. I mean, when the last time we saw each other?
Yeah, I mean, it's been a little bit.
But
I talk to you. We talk to each other, but
true.
I used to see them every day.
Right.
So I was like,
right. Yeah. Exactly. No, that's a good point. So the friends and the people. Okay. What would you say was the most rewarding experience while you were in there?
Getting to travel, 100%. Going to Japan, beautiful country, where it's clean, the food's good.
Yeah, I know the food's
good. We're super close to everywhere. You can everywhere that you would normally not be able to go. You can go to Tokyo and go to Disney in Tokyo. I didn't do that because I was young and dumb.
Gotcha.
But you can go to Australia.
I still wish. I'm still beating myself up that I didn't go and see you when you was in Japan. I told you that, man. You know what it is too? I'm gonna explain for the listeners. So while Charles was in Japan doing his Marine duties, I was actually in Spain, becoming the person that you guys know today. I was getting the foundation for my Spanish. So it's kind of cool. My own story. I went to Spain already knowing Spanish, but it's like living in Spain for the time that I was there. I just took it to a whole nother level. Obviously, I'm living with a family and things of that nature. But during my time, I went out and I traveled everywhere. I saw 8 different countries when I was there. And I was becoming the person that you guys know today that's constantly traveling in this country, that country, and here or there. And like I said, I was becoming that guy. And I wish I just would have stopped in Japan to go see my man, but I didn't think about that. I wasn't there yet. I was working out in this travel bug that I got now. Yeah. But it's all good. I'm gonna go Okinawa, right?
Okinawa.
And I say good Okinawa.
Okinawa.
Okay. Yeah. How do you say life outside the Marines is better in Japan? And Japanese, excuse me.
How do I say? I don't know. I don't know how to say that, man.
How you say October? How you say November?
I did not.
Veterans Day.
I was way too young to be learning. Some people did. They had classes. It was like English to Japanese, and you teach Japanese people English.
Okay.
I did not go to those.
Okay.
I was too young.
Oh, so they gave you guys the option, so you could actually.
Yeah, it was like a volunteer thing. Like,
you should have went.
Nah, yeah, I just was too irresponsible and young. Hey, me now, I would have been there.
You could have been there.
I could have been there, but I was playing video games in the room, getting tattoos, and
at least
hanging out. Yeah.
At least you're honest.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got. Yeah. I'm glad you said tattoos, plural, more than one.
Yeah, more than one. I came back with quite a few. My mom wasn't happy, but it is what it is.
No, absolutely. How you say hi again? In Japanese?
What?
Hi? Like hi, how are you? Greetings? How you say hi?
I don't remember how to say it. Hi.
Oh,
I know there's height, and that's yes.
Oh, I'm sorry.
There's
hi.
There's
how you say no?
I don't know. I think they just say no.
Oh, so it's like Spanish? No.
Yeah, I guess so. I'm not really sure. A lot of people there.
So yes,
they have like
height.
Yeah. No,
it comes from the lower diaphragm.
From the lower diaphragm. A lot of people there know how to speak some semblance of English.
Okay.
So you can figure it out. That's just.
So what did you do when you were starving? I mean, starving. All you wanted to do was eat. You didn't feel like cooking nothing. You had to go order some food. What did you say to them? How did you communicate if you didn't know any Japanese?
Hey, take the menu and start pointing at stuff.
So you were that guy?
Yeah, I was that guy. Yeah, they know. They just give you a menu and you just point at it.
Oh man,
McDonald's was like that. They have KFC out there that was like that. I want this,
and they picked it up.
Yeah,
right. I guess anybody would too.
Yeah, I was guessing.
And you said so. Yeses.
Height.
I feel like I'm like snapping a football, like I'm about to get.
Kind of like
quarterback,
that.
Literally.
You know what I mean? And arigato, like thank you.
Y'all learned something new today, so now y'all know how to say yes in Japanese. I didn't know. Cool, man. So on the topic of Japan, how did you manage being stationed in Japan? What was the most? What did you find it difficult to adapt initially when you first got there?
Yeah, you first get there, it's hard. You're like 13 hours ahead of the rest of your family. They're calling me in the middle of the night. I'm calling them. It's the middle of the night, or they're at work or something like that. And
gotcha.
So it's like it's very difficult at first, but then you kind of lean on your friends and the friends you make out there, because everybody's kind of in the same spot where it's like, oh, you don't got nobody to call either.
Right.
All right, cool.
Right.
Thanksgiving and Christmas especially, the unit did like a big like Thanksgiving dinner. Everybody goes to it. Christmas we would get like boxes, like people all the organizations that send the boxes out to the troops. You get those, so you get a big box with cookies and treats and whatnot in there. So you hang out with your boys all Christmas and whatnot. It's a good time.
Oh, nice, cool, man. That's what's up. What would you say? I didn't plan to ask you this, but I'm just thinking about it now. Biggest difference is being stateside, because I know you were stateside for a little bit in what state?
North Carolina.
North Carolina. So being stateside in North Carolina versus being in Japan, any like big differences that really stand out, other than just the difference?
Yeah, obviously difference, and I can go to wherever and talk to people, but
right. But like just your time, like while you were in, anything that really
for at least for me, I don't know. Some people might see it differently. I'm very much a stay at home person. North Carolina, everybody was on the weekends out. But I would just stay home. In Japan, we don't got nowhere to go. So everybody was home. Everyone was there with the same people all the time. Right. I see my roommate every day. North Carolina, like after work, people just go. Right. I mean, it's still cool. You're closer to home. I was 8 hours from Jersey. I can
Hop in the car.
A long weekend, a holiday, I could go home, which was nice. I come home for Thanksgiving and Christmas,
right,
and all the holidays, and if you had a long enough weekend, you do it. But that's pretty much the biggest difference. And you're in a marine town in North Carolina, so it's tattoo shops and barbershops.
Well, that's good. Yeah, we know you made some.
And car dealerships, so that's about it. Really.
Yeah, I hear you.
No, it was a good time though. It was still a good time, just being home and
just
being able
to home. Yeah.
being able to go home for whatever. I was only 8 hours away, which sounds kind of far to some people. Like they're like 8 hours, but
right?
I could drive.
It's not that bad.
Yeah, you could drive. That's a work day. You could drive. You could drive home.
Right, exactly. Well, work day for you now. I'm saying it's not that bad, but everybody knows I don't do long distance driving.
Yeah.
Anything once you get over 3-4 hours, don't call me.
Yeah.
I'm not coming. I'm flying. I'm coming, but I'm flying. I'm not driving. Yeah. Now same thing. I was gonna say if somebody else driving, I'd do it. No, same thing.
No, it's a long drive. Get a little bored.
Yeah. Yeah. No, different shows for different folks. So you've been out now for nearly 8 years.
Getting old.
I said the same thing. It's crazy. Do you have any regrets? Do you wish you would have stayed in longer?
I do wish I stayed in just a bit longer, or just did my 20 and got out. I get out at 45, got in at 19.
Gotcha.
I'd be like 45. I would have retired with a pension and been able to get another job. You know what I mean? But at the same time, it was like I saw where I was at, what unit I was at, wasn't happy. I was like, you know what? I could probably get out and do better for myself. And
sure.
That's what I ended up doing. So
yeah, and I think you're doing better for yourself.
I hope so.
You know
I feel great.
You look good, married man. Beautiful home.
Thank you.
Yeah, beautiful home here, guys. Trust me, I know you guys can't see it, but beautiful home. Already accomplished a lot of the good things. A lot more things to come.
A lot more, hopefully.
Got a brand new pup who's been blessing us with their barks in the background. So gotta love the pup. What's the pup's name?
Reese.
Good name, right, guys?
10 months old.
Reese is a good name. Keep you busy?
Yeah, every day.
Good, man. Good. And then just to share with our folks now, what are you doing right now? We didn't talk about that earlier.
Yeah, I'm a union carpenter.
Okay.
Union 255. Building Philadelphia, building Jersey every day. So
like what you do?
I love what I do.
Wake up in the morning happy.
Every day.
That's what it's about, man.
You know what I mean? Little aches and pains, but that's what makes you remember you're alive.
Right. No, that's what it's about, man. It's about, and I say that to people all the time. I think our world would be so much better if we focus more on getting into occupations and jobs that are more suitable with our character, more suitable with the person that we are. So nice, man. And that's what's up. Charles, listen, man, I really do appreciate the time that you've taken to give us some insight here about your experience. Insight about, like I said, transitioning out of the Army, the Marines, the Navy. I mean, obviously, guys, everybody's experience is going to be different. Charles was in the Marines, excuse me. But if you talk to somebody who may have been in the Air Force, you guys will hear my friend Jose. I'm going to talk to him as well. You'll be able to see his interview on a separate video. That one will be in Spanish. So for people who don't speak Spanish, I apologize. But everybody's experience is different. People who've been in the Army is different from people who are in the Navy versus the Air Force. So obviously, they're all going to give you different takes versus if you're abroad, if you've been deployed, all different kinds of experiences. But my hope is that the information that Charles has brought forth here with us today, that this is giving you guys some level of, just give you better insight. Like I said, for those who may be in, those who may be considering reenlistment, or just their next steps. So I appreciate you guys' time. For those of you guys who are currently in our services, no matter what branch you're in, thank you so much for waking up every day and going and serving and protecting our country. This podcast would not be possible. This YouTube channel wouldn't be possible unless you guys, again, have gotten up and gone to work. So happy Veterans Day. Appreciate your time. And thank you, Charles. Appreciate it, my guy.
Anytime.